Welcome to the Goat Fort. This orientation will introduce you to our gym and help you to understand our policies and procedures. All visitors 13 and younger should be supervised by an adult. Before you climb, remove anything that could get in the way. This may include rings, necklaces, bracelets, watches, belts, cell phones, etc. Please do not leave your belongings on the floor, especially on the pads, as they can be a hazard to people walking around the gym or for climbers who might fall on them. Personal belongings should be stowed under the benches or in the lockers on the overlook. We want clean climbing holds that last a long time. As such, only climbing shoes are permitted on the walls. No street shoes or bare feet. Street shoes should be left under the benches or near the lockers on the overlook. In addition, climbing shoes should not be worn outside of the climbing area, including the bathrooms, front desk area, and the overlook. Food and drinks are not allowed on or near the mats. Participants are encouraged to take food and drinks to the overlook above the climbing hall. And remember to place all of your trash in the trash cans on the overlook or by the restrooms. Most of our walls stop at 14 feet. Bouldering is allowed up to the top edge of those walls. Do not climb over the edges. This includes the short wall at the top of the stairs. There are 2 walls that go all the way to the ceiling. When bouldering on those walls, climbers are restricted to the light gray portions of the wall and are not permitted to climb into the orange or dark gray. We do have one specific top-out boulder where climbers are permitted to climb on top of the wall. Once on top, you may not jump. Instead, climbers should exit via the adjacent down climbing holds. There are some inherent risks to bouldering. Make sure to review our facility rules and climb smart signage posted throughout the facility. You are responsible for your safety. Understand that holds can spin or break. If you encounter a spinning hold, avoid climbing on it and alert a staff member immediately. Don't try to fix it yourself. All falls are ground falls. As such, we have continuous padded floors surrounding the climbing areas to absorb some of the impact of a falling climber, thus mitigating injury. It is important to keep this landing surface clear. Avoid sitting and lounging on the padded areas and keep it clear of objects. In addition, no running or roughhousing on the mats. This includes jumping from one mat to the other. Even with a padded floor, there is no guarantee of safety when bouldering. Falling may result in injuries, which can be severe. Only climb as high as you are comfortable dropping. When falling, bend your knees. Keep your limbs and head close to your body. Collapse to your back or side to disperse the energy of your fall into the pads. And avoid reaching out or back. There are many unforeseen risks involved with bouldering. Whether or not you're climbing, it is important to always be aware of your surroundings. Be sure to look up to make sure you're not walking underneath the climber already on the wall. Look left and right to make sure your route doesn't cross another climber's route. Look down, anticipate the direction you will drop in the event of a fall, and make sure the padded floor is clear of people and objects. Plan your down climb so you're prepared when you are ready to come down. Spotting is a technique for controlling a climber's fall. Spotting is not provided or required. However, spotting can be helpful in certain situations. The purpose of spotting is to prevent a climber from falling inverted. Spotters should take special care to protect the climber's head and neck. A spotter should also guard the landing zone and keep it clear of obstructions and other climbers. Keep in mind, adding a spotter doesn't automatically make a situation safer. A falling climber presents hazards to the spotter as well. You should not spot someone who is significantly larger than you and should avoid situations that exceed your ability to safely manage. If you choose to spot a climber, position yourself behind the climber but not directly underneath. Maintain an athletic stance with bent knees and elbows and with your thumbs tucked in. If the climber falls, don't attempt to catch them. Simply direct them safely to the landing zone, paying special attention to their head and spine. Routes, otherwise called problems, are easily identified by the color of holds. The start hold, or holds, are marked with colored tape. The color indicates the difficulty of the route. Most problems finish at the top of the walls. However, in some cases, finished holds will be marked as well. When you finish, it's best to climb down if possible using the pink escape holds or any other large holds rather than jumping. This can decrease the chance of injury. If you do decide to drop off, remember to use proper falling technique. If you have any questions about the risks, your responsibilities, or anything else about climbing here at the Goat Fort, please ask a friendly staff member. Have a great time here at the Goat Fort, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video.